Huh? You're supposed to be helping. Welcome back to Drolla's Garage. Today I'm going to be working on the Red Rocket. I need to get this car ready to sell. Stay tuned. So when I talk about getting this car ready to sell, my main focus in getting it ready to sell is going to be to get it back into stock configuration. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start with that steering wheel. As much as I like the steering wheel, you know, well, it's upside down right now because the wheel's turned, but I'm gonna put the factory wheel back on. Not everybody likes the steering wheel. I liked it because of the red stitching, the red stripe, you know, it goes with the theme of the interior of the car. Also, my little Sony Apple CarPlay radio there, I'm gonna take it out and I'm going to put the factory radio. The other thing I need to do is get that roll bar out. So that's what I'm working on this today, and I'll show you guys the steps. I think the easiest beginning point for me is going to be to get the roll bar out. So I'm going to take the seats out, both of them, and the roll bar comes out very easy. It's here where the seat belt goes. There's two bolts, one bolt on each side. And then back there also where the seat belt mounts to the chassis. That's it. This roll bar is actually a really good roll bar. It is a Tequipment, which is a factory roll bar, and it's called a Panamericana, something like that. Kind of like the car. The reason that it's good is because most of the time the roll bars come forward. This one goes back, which, if you're tall like me, that's almost 6'5", it allows you to put the seat all the way back. A lot of roll bars don't allow that. So this is actually a really good roll bar. There's not that many of them around. And I'm just gonna hold on to it. I'll put it away and keep it for a rainy day. So that's what I'll do first. Also, the other thing about the roll bar, I never used it. I basically put it in there just for looks because the seats don't have provisions for a racing harness. So reality is, I guess it's there for rollover protection, but since I don't plan on rolling the car, the other advantage is to have the harnesses, but I never put harnesses in this car. So I just have it in there for looks. So I'm gonna pull it out right now. And like you've seen me do in other videos, seats come out very easy. You got 2 screws in the front, 2 screws in the back, undo the electrical harness in the bottom, and that's it. And the seat comes out. And then I'll do the same with the passenger seat. 1 seat down. Kind of funky down there. Now I'll get the passenger seat out of there. And of course we have my little helper over here, hard at work. Huh? You're supposed to be helping. All right, seat number 2 out. Perfect opportunity to give the interior a good vacuuming. I think it's overdue. It's kind of funky in there. Well, through some careful maneuvering, I got the roll bar out. Yeah, it would have been a lot easier if I had help here, but whatever. I got it out very carefully without breaking anything. So that's good. I'm gonna grab the vacuum now, vacuum all this stuff up so I can put the seats back in. All right, well, it's vacuumed. Bar is out. Ready for seats. And then I'll move up. And then I'll probably start on the radio next. Or maybe the steering wheel, I don't know. Neither one is overly complicated, so I'll see. I got the seats in. I got the original GT3 mats in. I'm working on the steering wheel. Oops, I'm taking out the bolts here. I'm gonna take the steering wheel out. And I don't remember how I did the whole resistor situation behind here. So once I take it out, then I'll figure that out again. But yeah, it's coming together. Let me show you. See, I got the seats in. Roll bar out. Starting to look like it did when I got it. So on the clock spring, all of that looks normal. I don't remember if I had taken the clamshell out. But here, for example, these two contacts are for the horn. And I don't remember. I gotta go grab the steering wheel and see how those guys were hooked up originally. But I don't know. Let's see. Let me grab the steering wheel. Okay, so now I see. I cut these two little guys here and put them here. And this is for the contact for the horn. So, all right, no big deal at all. I'll cut these guys off, I'll solder them back onto here, and it'll be good as new. Put the steering wheel back on, and call it a day. And I'm back. I soldered the two wires together. Time to put the steering wheel on. And one more thing I forgot. I put the little resistor here for the airbag, to trick the airbag, so that the car thinks that there's still an airbag in it. Pretty simple little solution there. It works. Don't hate on it. Put one on the yellow one too. I think it's a 3 ohm, if I'm not mistaken. Very effective. Oh boy, have I gotten myself into a mess here with the radio. Look at all this stuff I have to take apart to get the to put the stock radio back in. I don't even have a code for that thing. I hope it turns on. But man, what a mess. And then while I was at it, I found the the Valentine wire, the cable here. Like, well, I guess I could put this in the RS in the white car, but getting it out is a whole different story. I need to replace this windshield anyway because it's got a crack here, as you can see. I'll probably work on that this week. I'll have to buy a new one and get an installer to come out here and put it in. I need to do the 964 also over there. The 964 also needs a windshield, so I guess I'll knock them both out. But man, look at all just stuff, all this stuff just to get the radio out. That's the final part though. I'll pull that out and then it's just reassembly time. Fortunately, reassembly is easy. I've taken these cars apart so many times, I know where all the screws go. All right, got that cable out. So now it's time to reassemble. Steering wheel came out nice. All right, this should be quick. And that concludes the reassembly. It took me like 5 minutes, not even. I got to clean up the radio. Fortunately, I was worried about not having the code, but it works. Granted, I haven't used it in 4 years or however long it's been since I've owned this car, 5 years. All done. I think that's it for the inside here. Yeah, I think all that's left to do now is the exhaust and whatever else on the outside of the car I have to do. But as far as inside, other than clean up this radio that's been sitting on the shelf for years, is that's it. And I got to get that windshield done. Got to do it. That's going to wrap up today's video on the 997 GT3, the Red Rocket. The next step is going to be to get the car up on the lift, up in the air. I'm going to put the stock exhaust back on. As much as it pains me, let me tell you, it hurts me to my soul to put this car back to stock because it's just so dialed in. It's so sorted that to mess with it, it hurts. But hey, I got to do it. What can I do? I got to get this car sold. People don't want modified cars. They want stock cars. They can't see the forest or the trees, you know? They don't see the value that this car really represents. Being able to get into a 997 GT3 for just under, 6 figures, in 5 figures, you can get this car. You can't find one of these anywhere. I mean, yeah, you can pick them up for, maybe somebody will post one for a 120, 125. It's sold in 24 hours and relisted, 36 hours later for 165. But anyway, whatever. What can I do about that? So car goes back to stock. I need to get more aggressive about selling it. If I don't sell this car, I'll sell the 996 and I'll keep this one and I'll use this as my track rat. The idea behind that was that, the 996 is different than the 997, even though on paper, I guess they're not supposed to be that different, but they are. They're completely different driving cars. So, to keep this car and the white RS, there's really no point. These two cars are very similar, the two 997s. So there's really no point in keeping two 997s, although this one would be kind of like the beater, I guess you could say. But I don't know. Listen, that's not off the table. Right now, I need to see if I can find the buyer. If I can't, then I'll cross that bridge. I might just put up the 996 for sale anyway and see what happens. Listen, if somebody comes and gives me good money for the 996, they can have it. 996 is a clean title car, so I shouldn't have any problem selling it. And if I can get the same amount of money for that car as I will for this car, being a rebuilt title, this is a better car. I mean, overall, I just think it's a better car. So that's why it kind of hurts me to have to go through all this work to then, let's say I keep the car, I gotta put it all back. The roll bar, the dog. No, I'm just kidding. No, the dog has nothing to do with this equation. So anyway, whatever. It is what it is. That's what I got going on. I'll get it up on the lift. The next video will be the car up in the air, get the exhaust swapped out, and whatever else I can see down there that I might need to put back to factory. I think I'm going to leave all the suspension, all the control arms, toe links, all that stuff. I will leave it. Unless I so get inspired, get the box down and start swapping all the control arms and everything, and I'll have to take the car in for an alignment and sell the car bone stock. That's what people want. So it doesn't make any sense to me, but hey, I don't make the rules, So, all right. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Please like, please subscribe, and leave me any comments if you have any questions about this car. I'd be more than happy to answer anything you want to know. There was a comparable that just sold last week, or exact color, red, 62,000 miles, questionable past, the seller lying about paintwork, ill-fitting panels and all that. Sold for 123,000, actually 118 plus 5,000 premium, 123 grand. You can't tell me, 95 for no questions, no stories, no secrets, stories. Car has a history, but it's all documented. Anyway, whatever. Don't get me started on that. So, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Leave me any comments, any questions. Subscribe. And if you already subscribed, tell your friends to subscribe. Hey, thank you.